What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching my videos, staying tuned, just being a part of this community, letting everybody know that no matter what your size, no matter what your physical capabilities are, getting out there, getting the mileage in, doing what you're supposed to do is very much appreciated. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind, please click the subscribe button below. As always, click the bell for notifications on when new content drops. And if you like this video, at the end of it, give this a thumbs up. I very much appreciate it, as always, and we'll dive into this. So, one of the questions I've gotten in the past, and with my local running group, which they know that I do YouTube videos as well, is what is my overall favorite running shoes. And I've had the opportunity to run in some really fantastic running shoes, as well as some shoes that really didn't hit the mark for me. So we'll just kind of get into it. So on one spectrum, you got some really awesome shoes like the Hoka Mach 4, but maybe just the longevity of it is very questionable. And then you got some other shoes that right off the bat I could tell this is just a shoe that's not going to work out for me. And I can't really think of a whole lot of shoes right off the bat, but primarily shoes made by Brooks kind of fall into that category of just don't do anything for me. But when I started, the Nike shoes were pretty much what got me into running. So the Nike Downshifter 7 was my first pair of running shoes that I purchased. And obviously cheap pair, but that's what got me started. And then I kind of worked up into the Winflow 5 at the time. And then after that, it progressed to the Nike Pegasus 35 and then the Pegasus 36. And then after that, I just started trying different shoes, seeing what would work for me, trying different genres of shoes and all that kind of stuff. But one shoe over the years really stuck out to me, and it's a shoe that I actually still to this day run in, albeit maybe not as often as I should, but I got in the shoe today just to try it out because it's been a little bit, and it just reminded me of how good this shoe really is. And it's this right here, the Asics Nova Blast version 1. And when I look back at this shoe, compared to some of the shoe technology that is out today, the shoe is really nothing fancy other than maybe the midsole foam. The type of midsole foam that's used is special, but as far as like the upper is concerned, the overall build construction of the shoe, it's really nothing special. But yet, it's a shoe that I get in and it excites me to run in it. It's so good at so many different paces, even at my body weight being the way that it is. I don't know what it is. The version 1 really, really worked well for me. So this has about 175, 180 miles-ish, give or take, in them. I kind of stopped running in them frequently around 150 miles and started focusing my attention on other running shoes. But every once in a while I see this shoe because I still have it out. I hop in the shoe and I just think, man, what a good shoe this thing was. And then I look at just how it's built, and even at 175, 180 miles that I have on this thing, I mean, this thing is an absolute tank of a shoe. Where other shoes that I have get chewed up, this one is just lasting much better than most of the other shoes that I run in. Even compared to the Nova Blast 2, this shoe, I don't know what it is. I don't know what Asics did with this version of Flight Foam Blast, but it worked. It really, really worked. It seems like in the Nova Blast 2, which I loved that shoe as well, but it seemed like that shoe was definitely a lot softer. If you've ran in the Nova Blast 1 and the Nova Blast 2, leave your comment in the section below because I'd really like to hear what your opinions are on the shoe. But in my opinion, like this one had some, like, it was a little bit more responsive. It was a little bit more, I don't know how to describe it, bouncy, resilient, consistent. I guess it seemed like on the Nova Blast 2, it definitely got softer, which wasn't a bad thing, but it just didn't seem to have that resiliency or that that energy return that the first version had. This shoe was just so much fun to run in, and I did so many different types of workouts in this shoe, from fast-paced to slow runs to long runs to all sorts of different stuff in this shoe, and it just worked. And the upper is still in really, really good shape. Definitely stripped down. Like, this was, the first iteration did not have a gusseted tongue, did not have, like, it wasn't even like didn't have that, kind of plush tongue that was on the second iteration. It had a much thinner heel cup and just collar, and I don't know, there's just something about this shoe that, like, it's so stripped down compared to what you see today, but yet it was so good. So good. And like I said, I just recently ran in this again, and it just kind of like, it I don't know, there's just something about it. It excited me to get in the shoe again just to try it out. And it's just, it's like I said, it's hard for me to describe, but this shoe just really hit it off for me. It really, really did. It was just something that was just, it was fun, it was exciting, it was light, it was nimble, it was just quick turnover, but it was comfortable and cushiony. It hit the marks for me. So, yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys. Like, this is a shoe that left an impact on me. This is a shoe that kind of, like, really got me excited for running shoes. Like, prior to this, the Pegasus was okay. It was good. It was a solid daily trainer. That's one of the shoes that I kind of recommend for anybody. If you're getting into running, just get a Nike Pegasus, call it a day. You're going to be happy with it. It's going to do so many things for you. It's relatively comfortable shoe. It does everything. But then I got into this and I was like, man, this blows the Pegasus away. And it's so exciting, but I know it's not for everybody because it was inherently unstable. Something a lot of people complain about, and they definitely fixed that over the next iterations of the shoe. But man, there's just, I don't know, there's just something about this that was like, it was fun to run in. It's really, but like, this is a shoe that kind of got me into learning more about running shoes, like what makes them different, what makes them the same, different shoe categories and how they can work, and stability and all that kind of stuff. This is the shoe that really kind of got me into it, was the Nova Blast version 1. But yeah, for you guys, I'd like to know from you guys, what was your favorite pair of running shoes? Could be any running shoes. Could be even a cheap pair of the shoes that kind of started it all for you. Like I said, for me it was the Downshifter 7 is what got me into running. But I'd like to hear from you guys. What was your favorite pair of running shoes? Leave them in the comment section below. Guys, I know this is just kind of a whatever video. No real like purpose of it, motivational or whatever, but just kind of wanted to share your thoughts on what my favorite pair of running shoes has been, and it was the Asics Nova Blast version 1s. So thank you guys for watching. Never pay full price for running shoes. As always, guys, enjoy the run.